So I've been giving a lot of thought to what I'm going to do when this is over. And depending on my mood or the emotion at the time, that is something that varies drastically. From working on stand-up comedy and just pulling that trigger, it's something I've wanted to do this year, hands down, and I don't really care if I'm going to be any good at it at this point, because what's the worst that can happen? A freaking pandemic? I don't have to worry about that. To listening to our lieutenant governor here in Texas talk about sacrificing grandparents' lives for the sake of the Dow, and just how livid that makes me, and just saying, well, I guess I might try to have to be a lieutenant governor now. Put my money where my mouth is. I have no desire for office. I have no desire for that life. I don't think I'm electable. I'm sure, that would be an educational or entertainment aspect of itself. YouTuber runs for public office. Obviously I feel like both are clowns in that way. Like, that's the joke that in my mind that keeps popping up. Like, either way, like, how can I be more of a clown when this is over? But today, I know what I'm going to do. Today, the first thing I'm going to do when this is over, and I want to know what you guys are, like, if you put some thought into it, let me know what you guys are going to do when this is over. But the first thing I want to do is I want to hug my mom. That popped into my heart, and I miss that so much. Like, we've been doing one of the coolest things around is, I feel in a weird way so much more connected while being disconnected from my family. Just last night alone, we got together with Julie's family over a video conference, and we played Boulder Dash. And the other day before that, we played Boulder Dash, and we played some other games. What game did we play? Oh, good Lord. We were just playing like games and just all being on the phone together. And it was amazing. And I just sit here and started to think, like, why haven't I done this more? Well, because I'm busy. I'm busy with life. And as things have drastically slowed down, especially here, I shared it earlier, like workforce reduction and things like that. So I've got a few hours that I get to work, a month right now, and I'm going to see what happens and what becomes of it. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. The thing I miss the most, and the last time I saw my mom, we were talking, and her and my dad are just, they're held up at their house. We're held up here. My brother and my sister, they're all held up there. My in-laws, my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law, like, we're all just at arm's length from each other. And that's when it really hit me. Like, the first thing I want to do is just run up and hug my mom. And how powerful that is. And how I'm hopeful to get to have that. Because I can't sit here and speak to you in any specifics. I can't give you a date. I told my wife, I was like, if you could tell me when, if you could tell me the day, that takes a lot of the burden. That gives me a goal. Right now, I feel like we're just all in the ocean together, and I'm trying to be hopeful, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the extra content that we've been putting out on the channel, and hopefully that's just been a nice distraction. And sorry if this is a brutal reminder of the situation that we're all in together. I'm not going to sit here and be thankful today for this situation, but I'm going to be sitting here and I'm going to be looking for the opportunity to be thankful for the moment that I'm in. And that might be a really weird way of saying it. I'm not thankful for the people who've died, but I'm thankful for the people who can step up and serve and are in our healthcare, who are working on the front lines at the grocery store, making sure that there's food still coming into houses, because I could see that as a real panic moment for people. I'm thankful for that, right? Like, but in the greater context of things, I'm not thankful. I'm frustrated. I'm terrified. I think that at the moment when I sit here and tell you guys, like, the first thing I want to do is hug my mom, and then I want to hug my brother and my sister, and I want to hug my mother-in-law, my father-in-law. I just want that human connection. And despite being more connected, like I said, it really shows me the nature of YouTube and social media. It strips away some of the illusion. It makes me feel more empathetic as a practice. I don't think I'm a naturally empathetic person. I think it's something I have to work on. To the loneliness that people feel on a day-to-day basis, to the loneliness that you yourself might be feeling today or now or have been feeling, is because despite just this interaction and despite our video conferences and despite all of it, it doesn't measure up to the real thing, the real touch. And I'm thankful that as a husband, that I have my wife through this, and I'm terrified as a father, but I'm thankful that my kids are oblivious, that Maddie, my oldest, she's aware that there's a virus, but they get to play out in the backyard. And we did a parade. I just actually got back from a drive-through parade birthday, where one of her classmates just turned 6. And so we were driving by and waving, and there was a parade for this little boy. My earliest memory is like 5, maybe a little bit, earlier, but, they're going to, my kids are going to, well, at least Maddie's going to remember this in a way, not as in what her father was feeling. And honestly, I'm very thankful for that. I'm hopeful that this will be something that we can learn as a society, and we can work to prevent and have systems in place to mitigate suffering and to mitigate spread. And, we can look at this in hindsight and become better. And that's what I hope for. So the last thought I have here is that when I look at the root thought as to just hugging my mom, I'm gonna hug my dad too. Like, don't get me wrong, but like as a parent, I see this one way, but I'm also somebody's child. And in a way I can relate to my parents because obviously I'm still their child. Like, there's this natural protection instinct that I have for my family. And yet at the same time, there's just this interesting way that I think I can relate to my parents in a different way through all of this. So I have a lot of hope, but I don't have a message of, I don't have a date. I wish I had a date. That would be great. Anyway, again, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the additional coverage and the different games that we're talking about right now. And I hope you guys are enjoying like Animal Crossing, or hopefully you're enjoying something as it relates to video gaming. I love you. And I know this isn't going to make up for that connection, but I don't know. I just hope it helps in some way. Like I said, I love you guys very much. You're not alone. We're all in this together. And for those of you who have to go out and about and who don't work from home, I'm praying for you guys at the end of the day. Like, that's what I'm doing. I'm praying for you guys. I love you guys. Be safe out there. Yeah. And if you're in Texas, maybe once all this is done, after I go around and hug my family, maybe we'll get up, all my Texas, all us Texas workforce members here. We'll get together here at like Nerdvana or something in Frisco and just, I don't know, have a drink, just breathe in the air. I don't know. And regardless, I don't know. That's what I got for you guys. I love you again. I hope you have the best day ever. Hopefully you're safe, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.